Hi, welcome to my channel, Universal Soul Vibrations. This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Aries for the month of February 2019. Please remember this is a general reading and may not resonate with everyone. If it does resonate and you like the reading, please like, subscribe, and share. And I also have a Facebook group that is called Universal Soul Vibrations as well, so come on over and join the group. The first cards we're going to pull is going to be for the overall energy around love and Aries for the month of February. What's the overall energy around love for the month of February for Aries? Choices. And then we're going to pull one card from the Dreamer's deck. Distraction. Okay, with the Choices card, the Choices card talks about feeling blocked, being very restrained, and obviously, you know, you've got some decisions to make, but you're not really sure what direction you want to go in. You're kind of all up in your head about something. You're not allowing your true self to come through, which is not allowing for some very clear thinking at the moment. So, you know, you need to get yourself and your head clear so that you can make the choices that need to be made. And have to have some patience with yourself. Patience with yourself. And just be. So this Choices card is paired with the Distraction card. What the Distraction card is asking you to do, which is exactly what I kind of said about the Choices card, is it's asking you, sorry, this went flying over here. It's asking you to focus your energy so that you can get clear about what you want. Get rid of all the clutter, all the blockage, stop holding yourself back, and be in the present moment. Which, you know, I think this card is kind of saying, just simply be. If you need, you know, to do some meditation, if that works for you, go out for a run. Do whatever helps you to be in the present moment at this time while you're trying to make the choice. And, you know, have patience with yourself during this whole process. And once you figure out where you want to go, then it can be you know, you go through this whole process of clearing what's blocked so that you can make a clear decision and have clear thoughts. Then it's time for you to speak your truth. Okay? And at the bottom of the Soul Trees deck, we have the Awakening card. So by speaking your truth, there's going to be, you know, an awakening within you, or within a relationship. But somebody's obviously holding back with restraint in here in a relationship. So let's figure out what's going on with that. Okay, the first card I'm going to pull is the energy that you are coming into the month with around love. What energy is, I mean, we already talked, you're kind of blocked, so we know that, but let's see what comes up here. Prince of Wands is the energy that you're coming in with. Let's see what other cards come up with that. And Wands, you know, they're about passion, about the fire. You know, maybe some passion has gone out of something in one of your relationships or even in yourself. Strength. Yeah, you need to have that strength to speak your truth. We talked about speaking your truth in the beginning. I think sometimes that's hard for you to do, but your thoughts are so scattered. And then we got the Princess of Swords. So let's look at these three cards about your overall energy coming into the month. So the Prince of Wands, you know, he is, he's the adventurer. He can be very determined. He can be very passionate. He's the thrill seeker, the risk taker. You know, he doesn't have any fear. He moves very quickly. And he's always ready. He's ready to take action. But from what we saw in the beginning, it kind of looks like you're not. So what I'm kind of getting off of this is the Speak Your Truth card came out. And once you do speak your truth, then you're going to be ready to take on that energy of that Prince of Wands. You're going to be ready to move ahead in the direction that you want to go, be able to see things more clearly. We've got the Princess of Swords over here. And, you know, swords are all about truths and clarity. And, you know, the princess, she's the investigator. She is very clever. She's perspective. She's the observer. So, you know, maybe you need to pay attention to what's going on around you so that you can see what type of action that you're going to need to be taking. But it also looks like, you know, there's going to be a lot of strength behind you. You're going to feel your power moving into February when it comes into love, because you worked through all that stuff in the beginning, all that stuff that was kind of up in your head, and you cleared it away. So now you're ready to, you know, move on to what you need to get done to get your messages out, and, you know, do the best that you can and be very clever in the process, but just be careful that you don't, you know, the Princess of Swords cards, she can sometimes be very gossipy and defensive, so we don't want to go in that direction. But she's always ready to take on a new challenge, and I think that's what that's saying. With these two cards, you are ready to take on, you have the strength, you're in your power, you're ready to take on a new challenge, whatever's coming down the road for you in love in February. Okay, so let's look at the next position. What are the past experiences or influences? What are the past experiences or influences? Making a decision. We'll put these up here. And yeah, the Alice card was about choices. So we've got the Two of Swords. But she's kind of blindfolded. So in the past, you weren't really being too clear about the decisions and the choices that you wanted to make. And that's what it, you know, the Alice in Wonderland card was saying, is you didn't have clarity. But now it's time, you know, it's time to take action, because we got the Star card. So maybe you made yourself vulnerable in the past, because, you know, the Star card is she's standing there naked out in the open, you know, pouring her soul out. But she always knows this. With the Star card, she knows it's going to fill back up. But I think in the past, you didn't know that, but you do now. okay? She's emptying out those things of water with, you know, she's emptying out those buckets of water with confidence, and because she knows that she can just fill those things right back up again. And in the past, we got the devil. So the devil talks about, you know, temptations, things that maybe aren't that good for us. So in the past, you must have, you know, you made some choices, maybe on people or circumstances that definitely weren't the best for you. And look at, they're chained, you know, the man and the woman are both chained here. It also can talk about addictions. Maybe someone in your past life, you know, past experiences has had addictions. But you were very vulnerable at that time, is what I'm saying with the Scar card. But now you have hope, because you know that those cups are going to fill back up again. Okay, let's see what the outside influences are. What are the outside influences for Aries of love? February 2019. Outside influences. None, I guess. Here we go. The Seven of Cups. Here we go with that choice thing again. Okay? With the Seven of Cups, we've got the right, you know, lots of choices that we can choose from. Which one are we going to choose? Are we going to choose the ones that maybe aren't the best for us? You know? Are we going to choose the ones that make us strong, make us have hope, make us, you know, help us fill up those buckets, those cups, you know, the star with the water? Or are we going to choose the one that's going to, you know, maybe make us feel chained to something? But it looks like, you know, there's some influences out there along the way sometime in February that's going to offer you even more choices. So it's all about choices. And we've got the Empress. And you know, the Empress is an earth card. She's the nurturer. She's the so I think, you know, there's going to be somebody that's going to come along in one of these choices. And we got the Three of Swords reversed. So when the Three of Swords is this way, it talks about you know, heartbreak, loss. But to me, when it's reversed, that tells me that there's, you know, the thing that you don't see that's coming in is there's someone in one of these choices, and it could be an earth sign, in one of these choices that is going to help you heal, is going to help you wash away all that heartbreak, all that loss that you felt, and all that pain. But it's up to you. You have to make a decision on which choice you're going to choose. Are you going to choose the one that's going to nurture you and the one that's going to help you heal, or are you going to choose the temptation? You know, maybe you're the kind of person that's always attracted to the bad boy, but how has that worked out for you so far? You know what I'm saying? So be careful and choose wisely. If we look down this way, you know, you're being asked to take action. Move quickly in deciding which choice that you're going to make out of all these cups that you have. And, you know, be strong in that and have hope that you're going to find somebody that's going to nurture you and help you to be okay to be vulnerable and help you fill those, I don't know what she's holding on to. Yeah, well, they're almost like a vase. Fill those back up again. I mean, look at all the stars here. It's definitely, you know, it could be divinely guided as well. Okay, let's see what your hopes are for the month of February. What are Aries' hopes for in the month of February in love? What are Aries' hopes for in the month of February in love? You know, and be careful with the, you know, we've got our Princess of Swords up here. Just be careful that you don't become very defensive in your mannerisms either. Be that, you know, clever, perceptive person that, you know, sees the clarity and speaks the truth in a nurturing manner like the Empress. I know it's kind of hard for swords to do that. And don't get caught up in this devil energy, in that temptation energy, because honestly, usually that kind of just leads to the heartbreak. What are the hopes? What are the hopes for Aries? I got the King of Wands. And wands are all, you know, we talked about that. They're all about fire and passion. And it could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I got Capricorn. I got some air signs in here. What are Aries' hopes for? The Six of Wands. So your hope is for a victory. A victory and passion, that has passion. And the moon. So there's something, when the moon comes up, there's actually something that isn't seen. Something that could be hidden. But the King of Wands, he's that visionary. He's got lots of ideas. He thinks creatively. He can be very warm. He can be strong-willed and focused. So it's time to get yourself focused and, you know, see what's not illuminated. There's something in one of these choices that's going to be very nurturing to you and help you heal. And you need to notice that person. You know, up there we talked about her being the observer. Make sure you pay attention to everybody that comes across your path in February, because the nurturing one is the one that I think you're going to want to reach out to. We do have a lot of Wands cards in here, so, you know, it could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, I believe, is the moon card, but we don't have a lot of water in this. But we do have strong fire energy in this. And you know, you'll be able to reach that point of victory. Those are the hopes and fears that you can see what isn't being illuminated, and, you know, have that victory in love. What are your fears? Your fears are the past. That's interesting. Could your fear be that you're afraid someone from the past is going to come back and they're going to tempt you? Four of Cups. Not seeing the opportunity that's in front of you. And the King of Swords. So, in your fears, you know, The Six of Cups is the nostalgia card. It talks about, you know, things in the past. We see the two, the boy and the girl here in the garden. It looks like he's offering her a cup of flowers. And then this bystander up here watching, which is an older version, I believe, of the male here. So either, you know, you're afraid that something from the past is going to come back to haunt you. And I'm thinking it's whatever this temptation was. And you're afraid that you're not going to see the offers that are in front of you. You know, be the King of Swords. He's the strategist. But you're afraid that if this past does come back, you're not going to be able to be rational, fair, and ethical. Because they always provide that temptation to you. But, you know your truth. Obviously, that relationship didn't work out for you. So is that really something that you want to be bringing back into your life? You know, that's up to you. I can't tell you what to do. You have free will. But you are being told here that, you know, you have a lot of choices, and one of those choices is going to be that nurturer who can help you heal. You know, so definitely when you're making that, you know, making that choice over here, remember that you have multiple choices. Okay, what is the advice? What is the advice for Aries in love in February 2019? You know, and if you look at the King of Swords, he's right below the Moon card. He's the strategist. He's able to see beyond, see things clearly, see beyond what is hidden. What is the advice? Aries and love. So we definitely have quite a bit of air in this card and quite a bit of fire in this card. Be the Queen of Cups. That's your advice. Listen to your intuition. Listen to what, you know, your heart, your body, your mind is saying. Well, Cups is about the emotions. So listen to what your emotions are saying. She's the, you know, the Queen of Cups. She's the intuitive. She's very connected. She's very kind. She's very empathetic. She's a good listener, but you need to listen to yourself and what yourself is telling you when it comes to love in February. You know, she just really is in touch with herself and her emotional psychic side. You know, she can feel whether something's right or not. So trust those feelings. And the outcome for love for Aries in February 2019. We got two cards here. We got the Hanged Man reversed and the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles, you know, it's about, Pentacles is about material things. 10, abundance, you know, just having a lot of good things around you. You know, the family, you've got all the generations here. Surrounding yourself with the people that mean a lot to you, and give abundance to your life, okay? And don't let yourself get stagnant in love in February either. But this is reversed, so it kind of tells me, you know, that you're coming out of that. You might, to me, this guy almost looks like the Fool on a stake here. So maybe, you know, it's time for you to take that lead. Okay, I'm going to pull one card from the Whispers of Love and see what that has to say, and then we'll wrap up this reading. One card for Aries in Love in February 2019. I almost said 2017. One card for love for Aries. Okay, we got two. We got treasure your loved ones, treasure your loved ones, and the Union of Hearts. So, treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. You know, love the ones that give you abundance in your life, and don't forget to show that, you know, to them, that they're treasured to you. You know, they got the hands here, kind of enclosing them, making them feel safe. There's a lot of light back here, just a lot of good energy around that. So make sure that you remember to treasure that. And then we've got the Union of Hearts. There is a connection of love that defies explanation. This almost looks like the Two of Cups card to me. So there may be a soulmate coming into you in the month of February, but it all depends on the choice that you make. Are you going to choose temptation, or are you going to choose nurturing and healing? So it does look like something's coming in for you. It just depends on the choice that you decide to make. Have a great February, and happy Valentine's Day, since this is a love reading. And I'll be back in March with another love reading, Aries. Have a great night.